So today I was sort of thinking back at what, like the whispers I would listen to a while ago, and before I started making videos. Which was like last year. I remember there was this one time where it's kind of embarrassing to say, but I, in a way, got in a fight with a whisperer, which sounds kind of ridiculous. And it wasn't really a fight, but I remember it was around like when I first started really listening to whispers. Before I listened to ASMR sounds a lot, but I hadn't really listened to whispers, and so I was just looking around for people to listen to. I came across this one girl, and I don't know, she was probably like my age, and she only made like a couple videos, but in all of her videos, she was whispering, but like you could not understand her. And I understand that there are like the inaudible whisperers, and I understand that, but she was like legitimately trying to string together sentences, and I couldn't follow her because she wasn't whispering loud enough. Like, she was whispering so softly I couldn't hear her with headphones on and the volume put up all the way, which is just absurd. I like, just really nicely, I was like, hey, could you maybe in your next video whisper a little bit more loud so I can understand what you're saying? I thought it was like really, nice about it. And I would never, I think she responded, and I'll never forget it because it was just, I always imagine that like whisperers, or at least when they're making videos, are really nice. I'm probably one of the more meaner ones, and she said, she responded back, you obviously don't know how the whispering community works. And so again, I was taken aback by this. Because it wasn't, because what a big part of relaxing is that I'm actually following the I'll just, I don't know what the fuck to call it. I'll say it's chicken and rice. But my life will soon have meaning again, because, and brace yourself, because some of you probably are really annoyed by constantly hearing about this, but True Blood is this season 5 starts this Sunday. I just like, oh god, because I've had to like wait an entire year, just like everyone else, of course, and because when I first started watching True Blood, which was like a few years ago, the first, and actually it was with my old roommate, and she, I think maybe, no, the second season was out, so when I first started watching it, the first and second season were already